EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
4-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to him.
That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We own
now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw again, Allen. He's going to get his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Watson looks to throw again. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Cardinals 0.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. from the gun. They run with Michel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Panthers 14. Cardinals nothing. Albrecht Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Allen. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 15. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. Touchdown, Carolina. Paris Campbell, 43 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. On first down, McKinnon again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
20-yard line.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. He'll have another first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
for the point out.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
this is intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and a couple. Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's McKinnon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it's Michel once again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
And 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here again is McKinnon.
At the 15.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, McKinnon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he stopped immediately there. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And the Panther first down.
On the ground is Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They try again with Scarborough. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. This is Scarborough. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's Scarborough again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Cardinals 7. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the score. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, crunch. And finish down. Watch the whip. Sponge.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Panthers.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They run with Hines, and he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Scarborough. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Tonight's final score.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I